Hi, this is Melissa of Rollo Gaming, and today I'm going to teach you how to solve the Rubik's Cube. This is the first of 8 videos that are going to go over each of the steps and tell you everything you need to know to solve the Rubik's Cube. It's my hope that after you've studied this series of videos, you will be able to solve your Rubik's Cube. Okay, the first step of solving the Rubik's Cube is to solve the daisy. And by the daisy, I mean that what we're going to try and do is bring all 4 of the white edge pieces and bring them around the yellow center. And at this point in the process, we're not going to be worried if these petals are aligned with the center colors below. That will come in the next step. So that's the first step we're going to do. So let me show you how to do that. Okay, so making the daisy, what we're going to want to do is first put the yellow centerpiece on top, and then we're going to look around the cube for the white edge pieces. And the white edge pieces can be in 5 different places. You could have an edge piece on the top layer like this. You could have a white edge piece on the middle layer like this one. You could have it on the bottom layer like this one. Or you could have it in the underneath position like this one. Or it could already be in the top, centered around the yellow middle, which is what we're trying to do here. So let me start with the situation where it's on the middle layer, because that's actually the ideal place to work. So when you have a white edge piece on the middle layer, all you need to do at that point is rotate it into place. And the good thing to know about the middle layer is that you can put that, rotate that around the cube so that you could put this white piece anywhere you need it. So you could rotate and put it into any position around the cube like so. So we'll go ahead and put that one into place. Okay, and now let's look for the next edge piece. And so here's one on the bottom layer. And so when it's on the bottom layer, all you need to do is rotate it so it's on the side. So you can either rotate it clockwise like this or counterclockwise like this, and that'll put it in the middle layer, and then it'll be ready to shift into place. So you can put it around the yellow center like so. So then we'll look for another piece. Let's see, this one actually we ended up moving, so let me show you what you would do if this were on the top like this. So if it were on the top, then you would just do that same move, but in reverse, where you either go clockwise to put it on the middle layer, or counterclockwise, one rotation, to put it on the middle layer. And then from there, you can rotate it to where you need it. So for example, in this position, I don't need to put it here because there's already a white piece here, so let's rotate this like this. And then you can put this white piece up here by rotating like that. Okay, so now we've got 3 petals around the yellow center, and then the last piece is on the bottom. And so when it's on the bottom, all you need to do is rotate it into place, making sure that you're underneath the slot you're trying to fill. So if it was sitting here like this, you would first rotate it so it was under the spot you're trying to fill, and then just do a 180-degree rotation. Now we've got all 4 white petals around the yellow center, and we have created the daisy. Now we're on to step 2, which is creating the white cross. And the white cross is going to look like this. We're going to have the state where we have the 4 white edge pieces around the white center, and the white cross is going to align with the center colors around the cube like so. It's very easy to create the white cross after you have created the daisy. So all you need to do at this point is look at each of your white petals and look at what color is next to the white side. So here this has green on this side of the edge, and so what we need to do is line up the green center with this green edge. So let's bring the green center over here, and then once we do that, we do a 180-degree rotation of this face. And when we did that, what we've ended up doing is bringing this white edge piece, so now it's aligned with the white center and also aligned with the green center. So let's flip that back over to the yellow dot side, and let's continue around the cube. So here's an edge piece with blue. So we want to bring the blue center to align with that blue edge, do a 180-degree rotation of this face, bringing that piece down to the bottom. Then we continue rotating around our cube. We see this is already aligned with orange, so we just need to do a 180-degree rotation. You rotate around here one more time. This edge piece has red, so let's align that with the red center and do a 180-degree rotation. And you have created the white cross that aligns with the center pieces of each of these colors. Okay, the third step in solving the Rubik's Cube is to place the white corners around the white cross. And when you have done that, you will have solved the first layer of the Rubik's Cube. And so this is what it's going to look like when we place the white corners. Okay, so now we're going to place the white corners around the white cross. And so we're going to look for the white corners, and they can be in 3 different places. They could be on the bottom layer, which is actually the ideal place for us to work. They can be on the top layer, like these two, or they can be on the underneath. So first let me show you what you do when it's on the bottom layer, because that's the ideal situation. What you're going to want to do is look at the other colors that are on this corner piece. So we have orange and blue. And so we're going to want to rotate this piece so it's between the orange and blue centers. So let's bring that piece here between those 2 center colors. And what we're going to want to do is bring this piece up to the top. And to do that, we're going to do this one methodology. We're going to have the white piece facing us, and then we're going to move it away from where we're trying to go, which is here. So move it away, bring down the slot we're trying to fill, bring our piece back, filling that slot. We've aligned those 2 pieces so that these colors match, and then we can rotate that into place. And we have placed that corner successfully. So now let's look around the cube and find another white corner piece. And so here's one up on the top. And so what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to do a step to bring this piece to the bottom layer. And so what we're going to do is we're going to rotate the face like this. And that brought that piece down where we needed it. But we don't want to mess up our white cross, so, so what we're going to do is we're going to move that piece away for a second, and then we're going to move our white cross back into place. And now we've got our white corner piece down on the layer, the bottom layer where we need it. We see that it's green and orange, so we're going to rotate it to be between the green and orange centers. We're going to have the white piece facing us, and now we're going to place it in the normal method. We're going to move it away from where we're trying to go, bring down the slot we're trying to fill, bring our piece back, filling that slot. We've aligned those pieces and we can rotate them into place. Okay, and now we're going to look at the situation where you've got a white corner piece on the bottom. And so when that happens, what you're going to want to do is look at the colors of that piece. So here's a piece that's got blue and red. So first you're going to want to do is position this piece to be between the blue and red centers. So let's bring that around. It's between the blue and red centers, so it belongs up here. And then we're going to need to do this method to get the piece on the bottom layer rather than the underneath layer. So we're going to we're going to bring down this side like so, and bringing these white pieces down. And when we did that, we actually moved that white piece, so it's now on the back side here. So now rotate it the bottom 180 degrees. So now our white piece is here on the layer that we need it. Now bring these white pieces back into place, restoring our cross. And now we can work with this white corner piece now that it's on the bottom layer. It's blue, it's got blue and red on it, so put it between the blue and red centers. Face it so that the white piece is facing you. We want to put it up here, so move it away from where you're trying to go. Bring down the slot you're trying to fill. Bring back your piece. You've aligned these, rotate them into place. Okay, and then the last one is here. It's got red and green. It's between the red and green centers. We want to bring it up here. So we're going to do that method again where we bring down this column. That ended up kicking that white piece out to this layer. It's in the back now, so rotate 180 degrees to bring it up to the front. Move these white pieces back into place, restoring your white cross. Then bring this white piece to be between the green and red centers, so bring it back over here. Have the white side facing you, and move it away from where you're trying to go. Bring down the slot you're trying to fill. Bring your piece back. You've now aligned all those pieces, and you can rotate them into place. And we have placed all 4 white corners, and we have successfully completed the white layer of the cube.